It seems like everyone these days wants to be internet famous, but since internet fame is so new, we're not really sure how possible it is for influencers to hold on to their fame long term. Well, now that YouTube and Instagram have been leading social media platforms for many years, we're finally able to see that some influencers that were once massive on their respective platforms have now lost their influence. Hey, what's up guys? It's Mackenzie here, and today on IO, I'm going to be giving you the scoop on the top 10 influencers who lost their influence and why I think that they did. But before I get into it, I want to say I'm not trying to shade any of these people, as I'm sure some of them changed up their career trajectories, for their own reasons. I more so want to look at this as analyzing the careers of some early influencers and kind of taking away some of the lessons we can learn from them. Also, before I get into it, make sure to subscribe down below for more juicy videos like this. Starting off at number 10, we have Zoella. So Zoella used to be one of the biggest channels on all of YouTube. And in the early days, she completely dominated the beauty vlogger space. And I actually remember back in the day, she would hang out with other British YouTubers, like her boyfriend Alfie Days, of course, as well as Casper Lee, her brother Joe Sugg, and Marcus Butler, along with a few others. And I swear, these British YouTubers completely dominated YouTube in the early 2010s. But unfortunately, after so many years of being huge social media stars, she, along with the rest of them, started to lose popularity among their fan base. One article in the Telegraph tried to piece together some of the things that happened that led to her downfall, citing some scandals that happened towards the end of her career. One where she sold overpriced advent calendars, and another where she was exposed for some offensive tweets. And looking at her channel, she still does have a lot of loyal fans that seem to have stuck by her side. But as another YouTuber I Never pointed out in a video he did on her, she had been losing thousands of subscribers each month at the time he made his video. And although he mostly talked about her scandals in his video, most of the comments of that video were people explaining how they stopped watching her because as they grew up, they could not relate to her content anymore, and they felt that she didn't grow with her audience. And I would also probably agree that's probably a big reason that I stopped watching her channel as well. Then in at number 9, Yovana Mendoza. So Yovana, known on YouTube as rawvana in the past, used to be a very influential raw vegan YouTuber and social media influencer. And I actually used to watch a lot of her videos back when I was experimenting with veganism myself. But the unfortunate thing about Mendoza's brand was that her entire livelihood was based around her being a vegan, specifically a raw vegan. And when she made the decision that she no longer wanted to be vegan anymore, she lost a huge portion of her fan base. After she was caught eating fish, she decided to come clean to her fans in a 33-minute long video that's now deleted, where she describes that she was no longer vegan and she had been incorporating animal products into her diet per her doctor's recommendation. But of course, with most of her fans being devout vegans, she got tons of backlash for lying to her fans for so long before coming clean. And she lost a lot of followers that did not support the decision. She still posts food and health related content to this day, but her videos still get lots of hate and dislikes from people that are still disappointed in her lifestyle change. And at number 8, Cameron Dallas. So Cameron Dallas was one of the biggest creators on Vine and signed huge deals with Calvin Klein and Dolce & Gabbana after the app shut down. He was also doing all of the movie star in the making rounds in LA and New York City media events. But after he tried to break into mainstream entertainment with his feature film debut with his film Expelled, which got terrible reviews. And then Chasing Cameron Dallas, his Netflix series, which was canceled after 1 season. After all this, people were unsure if he could translate his success off Vine. And then after he encountered some personal issues with addiction and depression, he took some time off social media before coming back and getting into music. But unfortunately, even with his massive Instagram following, it did not seem to take off quite as he probably hoped. And at number 7, Emma Hallberg. Emma Hallberg got into a massive scandal when last year some people discovered that she was Caucasian. And you might be wondering why this is a scandal. Well, the issue was that in her Instagram posts, she exhibited a lot of traits that are usually seen by women of color, like dark tan skin and black curly hair, among other things. And because of the way she appeared online, most of her fan base thought that she was African American. But once the post came out exposing her, her fan base completely turned on her, and she was one of the first people publicly accused of what we now call blackfishing. In the wake of the scandal, she got a ton of hate online and lost a lot of followers as well as sponsors. To address things, she claimed that she did not try and mislead anybody, and that she was just tanned easily and had naturally dark features. But people did not accept this excuse, as many people had commented on her photos alluding to the fact that they thought she was a person of color, and she never once corrected them, saying that she was not. To this day, she's still posting on her Instagram and has not changed her appearance at all, but also because of this, she still gets comments about her race to this day. Up at number 6, Belle Gibson. So Belle was a very popular figure on social media, and she gained all her fame after she published a book and released an app based on the premise that she had cured her cancer without drugs, and instead by using holistic alternative therapies. As well, she had also claimed to have donated huge sums of money to charities. But in 2015, after many journalists started to investigate these claims, Gibson admitted to have fabricated her entire cancer story. Well, it also came out that far smaller sums than she had been claimed actually had gone to charity. As a response to these lies, she was convicted in Australia and fined over $400,000. And of course, after all these lies, her career as a wellness guru influencer were completely over. Having through number 5, Olivia Jade. So Olivia Jade, or as you might know her as Lori, Aunt Becky Laughlin's daughter, got into one of the biggest scandals of 2019 after it was discovered that her family had bribed the school's admissions department $500,000 and lied that she was a rower in order to gain her admission to USC. In this scandal, she was well known online as a beauty YouTuber and Instagrammer. She even had a makeup line with Sephora and brand deals with Marc Jacobs and Estee Lauder. After the huge public outcry about the privilege of the people involved in the scandal, she was quickly dropped by all the brands she had worked with, and she went completely quiet on her social media accounts. And although she probably has a loyal fan base, when she returned to YouTube, she was met with a lot of criticism, with her first video back getting more dislikes than likes. And her first post back on Instagram was her giving the middle finger to media outlets, which a lot of people did not like. So it's safe to say her career might suffer for a while. Up at number 4, Tyler Oakley. So Tyler Oakley is another person who is considered to be one of the OG YouTubers, and he was massive back in the early 2010s. He also had an incredibly fast rise to prominence on the platform, which gave him even more momentum on the way up. He was mainly known for his lifestyle content with vlogs and tons of collabs with his other OG YouTube friends. And once he reached record highs in his fame, he started to get some of the best mainstream deals YouTubers had seen, collabing with A-list celebrities like Hillary Clinton and even getting a deal with Ellen DeGeneres. But when neither of these collabs did very well is when many speculate his career took a wrong turn. And YouTuber iNabber gave his reason for why he thought Oakley's channel was failing. And he attributed it to the fact that Tyler started to hang around mainstream celebrities and put his YouTube content on the back burner because of it. A lot of people in the comments of that video agreed, also saying that they felt he did not change up his content and it got very repetitive. Tyler is still posting online weekly, but for having 7 million subscribers, he doesn't really get the numbers even close to what he used to. Up at number 3, Nash Grier. So Nash is another person who got their start on Vine, and he managed to land some fashion deals after the app had ended. And similarly to Cameron Dallas, after Vine, he tried to break into mainstream media with acting. But unfortunately, his projects did not take off, with his series called The Deleted ending after 1 season. And then he starred along Bella Thorne and You Get Me, but the fact that the project did not get good reviews from critics hurt his budding career once again. Currently, it seems like Grier's main focus is being a dad to his new baby, as he's sharing all the adorable baby pictures that you would expect to his socials. He's still regularly posting to all the social medias, and it seems like he's trying to go from the MegCon aesthetic into a family channel. And considering some family channels are massive on YouTube today, he could definitely make a huge comeback in the future. I guess we'll have to wait and see. And at number 2, Jessey Stevens and Savannah Montano. So this is a real throwback for probably a lot of the girls out there, but I remember back in the day, these two were the quintessential couple goals, and they dominated Tumblr and even Instagram back when it first started. It seems that the couple started to kind of fall off on social media after they started to have relationship problems, with them first breaking up in 2016 and then getting back together before ending it officially in 2018. It seems that after the breakup, Savannah has managed to hold on to more of their fandom than Jessey did, and both of them still post regularly to Instagram, but with Savannah doing way better numbers. But please let me know, guys, below if you remember them. I really hope I'm not the only one. Then in at number 1, FouseyTube. So Yusuf Erakat, better known online as FouseyTube, was a massive YouTube creator a few years back, running one of the biggest prank channels on all of YouTube. He also had an incredibly popular vlog channel called Dose of Fousey. But Fousey was wrapped up in so many scandals, it was really difficult to get a timeline of all the crazy events that happened, to be honest. But just to name some of them, he exposed the secret that most of the pranks on YouTube were fake. He got into a fake fight with Rice Gum. He started a convention similar to TanaCon that was a complete flop. He lost in a YouTube boxing match, and at one point he said he was going to give away his YouTube channel. But a lot of his downfall on social media has been due to his struggles with his mental health, telling his fans openly that he's diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And a lot of his fans have credited the disorder with the many changes that have been seen in his YouTube persona over the years. As of now, he's still posting on his YouTube channel, but he's constantly considering quitting social media, and because of this, he's lost a lot of his loyal fans along the way. Okay guys, so that is all for that list. Let me know what you thought of this below, and please let me know know who you think could be in a potential part 2. But before I go though, I'm gonna shout out a few comments from my celebrities that stole the lyrics of their iconic songs video. And it's a really cool one. If you haven't seen it, I think you guys should check it out. FunnyCat13 said, isn't haters gonna hate and players gonna play like a common phrase? Literally everyone used to say that, and I know, right? I can't even believe this guy's trying to get money from Taylor for all that, but I'm confident she's gonna win that suit anyway, so it's probably no big deal. Karen Williams said, Mackenzie needs a nickname like everyone else on IO, so I call her Mac and Cheese. And honestly, Karen, y'all can call me whatever you want. I'm good with mac and cheese, and it probably makes the most sense with my name anyway, so yeah. That can be my nickname. It's all good with me. Jessica Elizabeth said, try listening to Saint Pepsi, Fiona, Koyon, and Doja Cat. Say so. Literally the same song. Because after you said that, I looked at it myself and wow, the melody is incredibly similar. But I do have a feeling the chord progression in the song is just like a common one that a lot of songs use. So I don't think that this person could come after Doja, but I guess we'll see. Okay guys, thank you so much for those comments, and thanks again for watching if you made it all the way here. Make sure to subscribe down below to never miss another video spilling tea like this one, and follow the team on our Instagrams if you want to see more of our faces. Thanks again for watching IO fam, and I will see you in the next one.